What's the deal, y'all, man? Look, we got the Bronx is burning. Ricos for the Drillers. All right, man. Look, it's going crazy over there in the East Coast up in New York, man. I was watching something about K-Flock. A lot of these cats is just getting put up for these Ricos, man. It's going real bad over there in New York. I'm about to check out this video and see what's going on. I'm not super tapped in right now with what's going on over there. I just see a few things here and there. And I'm trying to keep up, but I feel like this video right here is going to really break it down, what's going on with everything, man. So let's get into this one. Before we do, though, man, sign up for the Patreon. I need y'all to pull up to the Patreon, man, if you guys want more videos like this, crazy videos, man. I just reacted to this one right here. Sad situation, woman shooting on Facebook Live. Facebook Live shooting crazy video, man. I might put a preview up on YouTube. And then shouts out to all the people that's already signed up for my Patreon, and shouts out to the people that's going to sign up in the future, man. I just added in a new membership tier, which is literally just $1. This is like purely just for support. Like, you rock with my channel, you rock with my other channels that I got. This one's my newest channel, so I got other channels that got more subscribers and doing more stuff over there. But we got multiple memberships, man, for all different levels and all that. This one I'm going to do, man. Once I hit... I'm at 3 Patreons. I literally just started this. Once I hit 100, I'm going to give away $100. 250, I'm going to give away $250. 500 patrons, I'm going to give away $500. 750. You see where I'm going with? All the way up to 1,000, and then I'll figure out if I want to continue that trend or not. But either way, I'm going to be doing giveaways all the way up until I get 1,000 patrons. So, and this only going to be for my patrons. So it's limited people are going to be able to even enter the giveaway versus my YouTube giveaway. So make sure to hop on that, man. Sign up for the Patreon. Literally, if you sign up for just the $1 one, you still can enter the giveaway. So don't feel like you got to do the most expensive one or anything like that. Anyways, let's hop into this. The Bronx burning, Ricos for the Drillers.
Did what drill rapping was, but I called my son. He sent me some videos, and it is alarming.
At one time, the Bronx was a thriving community. That started to change.
Where y'all niggas at, bro? Where y'all Lori Law niggas at? Y'all just pissing on my son, Goon Ward, nigga. Y'all niggas is fucking.
You did somebody who died. His name was Rara.
Yeah. Before he died, 2 days before he died, he said, I'm gonna kill you when I see you. Look how that worked.
These individuals want to get credit for the harm that they're doing.
The gangs are accused of operating out of public housing and often stalk their enemies in broad daylight.
Why y'all running up Dolly? Why you running? Why y'all running?
We are allowing music, displaying of guns, violence. We're allowing it to stay on these sites.
Alright, what is up, everybody? We gonna talk about New York drill, probably one of the wildest scenes in rap, period. 7 years ago, there was a huge explosion with Brooklyn drill. Then the feds started doing gang sweeps, taking everybody down one by one. It got so crazy, you got shootings happening in Times Square involving established rappers.
This week's gunfire in Times Square, police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn.
Since 2017, the NYPD has used facial recognition technology, or FRT, in 22,000 cases. Because there's so many cameras in New York, the internet...
I was gonna say, bro, New York? Pff, woo! Nigga, I'm from LA. I thought LA had a lot of cameras. When I started finding out about the cameras in New York, boy, I don't know how y'all doing this shit, bro. I don't know. I don't understand it, bro. It's literally CCTV, bro, on some, like, London shit. Y'all gotta realize, now that drill shit came from London and shit. Motherfucking UK. Them niggas got cameras everywhere. All them dudes is getting wrapped up. That's why they can't even show their face. Y'all watch my international reaction channel. I already been talking about this a couple years ago. That's why they don't show their face, bro. You don't even know who they are in real life. That's what these American rappers don't understand, bro. They showing their face. You know exactly what they look like. Know exactly who they are. Know exactly who they run with. In the UK drill scene, bro, you don't know who that dude is under that mask. Even though he got millions of views, got songs out, doing shows, you don't know who he is. You ain't never seen his face. That's the difference between what they be doing over there versus what's going on over here. All they can do over there is take it off YouTube. If they can catch people through investigations, they can. But a lot of times they don't. People end up getting killed before the police can catch them. You know what I'm saying? This and Over here in New York, they catching the police catching the people before they get in the bodies.
Net gets their hands on the footage of their favorite rappers involved in shootouts and moving traffic, stabbings, beatings near delis. I mean, some of the songs that were going viral. Every other line was someone smoking on someone's dead ops. Crews would boast about those same crimes and put them in music videos like they were Easter eggs. You had the city's mayor, Eric Adams, coming out in a press conference wanting to ban drill music, even expanding and investing into different departments that tracks everybody's pages online.
Much of that work is done here at the NYPD's Real-Time Crime Center.
They're bragging about what they're doing. Social media has proven to be an invaluable tool.
A few years ago, the Bronx took over. Maybe one of the sickest boroughs in the city.
The society in the Bronx is horrible.
Rappers from the Bronx to stop using the music to encourage shootings.
I remember in the 90s, kids were throwing fridges off the roofs of the River Park Tower projects in the Bronx. And now the kids from RPT are getting indicted by the dozens on federal racketeering and gang conspiracy charges.
Niggas don't care about me, my only been like 3 months, like, niggas really forgot about me already, like.
With the government trying to pin them.
That's what happens, bro. You not making music, there's somebody else that's gonna fill your spot, bro. There's new rappers every day, bro. I know niggas that's 50 that's still trying to get out there, bro. Like, there's new rappers every day, all the time, bro. There's gonna be another little nigga just like you popping his toolie on the camera, bro. There's gonna be another little nigga just like you with the toolie popping it on the camera, bro. Doing with the same producer you've been using for 6 months. That nigga is making music for that little nigga now. All the fire ass beats that he sent your ass, and you done got 3 years. He taking all them exclusives, all them $1,000 exclusive you done got, going to that little nigga now. That's just how it be, bro. But y'all young, so I get it. Y'all not even thinking about this. Y'all not even like registering like that's how it's gonna be. But as a wake-up call, that's exactly how it's gonna be. Not everybody get out and do their time and come back and they at the same level they was at when they went in. Usually you gotta like try to pick it back up in most cases.
For everything from murder all the way to animal cruelty. Talking about one of the most infamous drill voices in the scene, D-Thang, who was talking shit to a pigeon on an Instagram live stream with his boys, then shooting it dead for 100 viewers.
Your little mate's right here. Dawg, wait. You gonna pick him up? I can't look.
See, everything in New York was getting done for clout, followers, and numbers. With shootings spiking from 200 all the way to 500 last year. It's all young kids, aged 13 and 15, maneuvering the back alleys and the looping hills in the Bronx, using scooters to carry out hits in broad day.
This gang conducted wolf pack-like searches throughout the investigation.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's. Let's go.
I'm trying to send someone to urgent before they make me a patient. With the stroke out of towners.
Shout out to Millie's.
TikTok, rate trick-or-treating. For the last 2 summers, Bronx drill was everywhere. On TikTok, radio stations, you got 3 to 4 sets of different cousins, blood-related, all established rappers, beefing with each other because of block politics.
That's my cousin.
No, both of them are your cousins. Everybody's like, wait, hold up. They cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see Auntie now. Huh.
Because y'all are family, technically, could you ever see all of y'all reconciling?
Nah, I don't think so.
Wow. The music in the Bronx is super high energy, sometimes too high. Like these kids got ADD or something. The Bronx has the biggest dropout rate in all of New York, and it's becoming a problem. You got kids going to school in rival territories, with different campuses getting metal detectors in them to squash gang shootings.
Jelly! OIK, you heard? What?
This, of course, is the rapper Shaik, with 100 million views on YouTube in 2 years of rapping, coming out of the Cortlandt projects in the South Bronx, aka home of extortion. In 2009, the Cortlandt homes was subject to a police sweeping called Operation Bad Apple, which took down 52 people for racketeering and gang conspiracy.
Damn.
The NYPD even went on to build a police building right across the street from the projects called PSA 7, even though a precinct and a Bronx borough court are literally a few blocks away. Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Shaik. Shah, who's known for having a deep-ass voice that doesn't really match his face, went to the rival school in Mott Haven campus, just 9 minutes away from his hood, where he would bug out towards any kid that repped the rival gang, the YGs. He was making posts talking about YG killer, even hopping on Instagram lives at 12 years old saying directly to a YG kid named Wu Lottie that he was gonna spare him.
What's up, via Wu Lottie? Yo, he said what's up, via Wu Lottie. I know. I'm not gonna jump you, I'm gonna jump Nooks.
5 years later, Wu Lottie was...
Man, that nigga said... that nigga was 12 right there? That's that new generation, bro.
Get murdered. See, the Young Gunners, or the YGs, is an infamous Bronx-made gang which started in 2003 in the Ma Haven houses and the Patterson houses, just 10 minutes away from Cortland. 2 detention centers in the Bronx, Horizons and Crossroads, are breeding grounds for gang recruitment, and the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers of Bloods in adult jails like Rikers Island. At one point, the YGs had dozens and dozens of different sets all banging under its umbrella, with all sorts of different hoods spread out throughout the Bronx, forcing other blocks around them to create their own gangs in response to combat the YGs. You can even see this in the classic South Bronx joint, Shot Caller from French Montana. In the video, French is surrounded by YGs, and here you can see the leader, Drew Hef, who was killed a few years later at Club Tropicana, beaten on the head with the glass base of a hookah pipe. And when the glass shattered, his ops used a metal rod inside the hookah to continue pounding his head, leaving Drew Hef drenched in blood. He died in a coma a week later. The youngsters who oppose YGs often cite this event to antagonize them. YGs were notorious for violence themselves. Locals remember a horrific event that took place on April 16th of 2012 when a gang of YGs were drinking liquor on a hazy night, discussing who was the toughest in the crew. This crew of YGs made a 7-minute walk and stormed their rivals on Cortland Ave to see what they could catch. The Cortland buildings were empty, except for one kid, a 16-year-old named Noah Bala, aka Moses, was alone walking. Probably weighed about 90 pounds soaking wet. The YGs chased him, kicked him to the ground, and stomped him to death. Kids from the Cortland projects hold Noah's name in high regard. Be Love, whose hit song, If You Know You Know, got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago. He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court, as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortland youth named Yellow.
Come across the street. Damn, bro. Hey, if y'all want me to react to any of the music or the artist that's in this video, let me know. Just throw it in the comments.
I can't even score with it. Nah, flock you, throw that up one more time. What the fuck you talking about? What you talking about? Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy. Dudes will get active in the courts, outside the courts, in front of police. They don't care.
Come here, Sean. I'm coming to court tonight.
Now, Noah's death is brought up in dozens of drill songs, all to disrespect him and the Cortland projects. Notorious YG rapper D-Thang out of the River Park Towers, a YG stronghold in the West Bronx, made the song Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. In it, D-Thang has a cold-blooded line talking about the beating of Noah.
Just once I whisper like a fidget. If we catch a hop, be going like that midget. So jelly fall back, I'ma clip on.
That song is riddled with disses. The title itself sounds funny. Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. It's a direct shot at Sha Ike, the rapper from Cortland, who was caught on camera getting a wedgie.
Dragon!
Yo! You like my new song?
Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That.
Now, D-Thang's home, RPT, the River Park Towers, alias the Death Towers, encompasses 2 44-floor buildings and 2 38-story buildings standing over the Harlem River. 8 years ago, the feds took down 20 of their top guys, wiping out the leaders, hiring security guards, and installing cameras to stop people from dealing drugs right outside. Then, the kids took over.
I was gonna say, bro, you take out the leaders. Here's the thing about gangs, bro. Sometimes taking out the leaders, bro, is only gonna create more mess and more havoc. What? Here's the thing, bro. The young niggas look up to the OGs. The young G's look up to the OGs, right? So, if the OGs got a certain way they move, a certain way they do things, the young G's, in most cases, is gonna respect that. And that's only if the OGs got the money, they got the power, they got the guns, they got this, they got that, they got the territory, etc. So they really in control of the situations and the things that's going on. It don't mean that this shit is safe. It just means that they got it's controlled chaos to an extent. You take away them OGs, and just gives these young niggas like freedom to do whatever. It's like letting the kids play without there being parents around. What's kids gonna do when the parents ain't around, right? They gonna do shit that they would do. They gonna start doing the shit that they would never do if the parents was there. Cause that's who's gonna discipline them. If you in the hood, I'm not gonna say your parents is your best disciplinaries, but your OGs could be. Your OGs could cut you off from the money. Your OGs could come together and give you a DP. Whoop your ass a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, so you gonna move a certain way. Take that away, and there ain't no more supervision on the corners. There ain't no more supervision on the blocks. Ain't no more of the OGs riding through the hood making sure shit's straight. Y'all niggas gonna wild out.
One way in, one way out. So this my brother for life, forever.
They continued drug dealing, robbing. The feds were actually finding illegal weapons in the music videos, then tying them to shootings.
You got shot, is that true?
Yeah, we know. Word of my mother, we know.
New York has always had very strict gun laws. People wanted to know how these kids were getting their hands on weapons. Ghost guns, these untraceable firearms made from parts you could purchase online. It's been wrecking havoc in the city.
If you're a child, if you're a convicted felon, you can go online and purchase these parts, get the parts, construct a firearm.
Serial numbers, untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is a problem.
The whole of 2021 was crazy. As the feds were tuning into Instagram lives, you could see stuff like rapper D-Thang with his own cousin, K-Flock, flashing out on each other for a live audience.
Your money, don't do that, money. Don't do that, money.
If I see Stunner, you know I'ma whack him. Fuck that. No, I'ma clash him. Show my energy last time I saw you, Stunner.
K-Flock is literally D-Thang's blood cousin, coming from the famous Little Italy part of Central Bronx, near the 48th precinct. K-Flock's own mom pretended in an interview not even to know who D-Thang was.
Him and D-Thang are cousins.
I don't even know who that thing is. I'm the mom and I'm confirming it. That's nowhere near related to me at all.
His gang, DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks, all of which are surrounded by YGs and Driller'S, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock and his gang DOA.
Oh, South Flocka, come play. Come play today. You always playing on the internet. I want you to come play today.
Now, because the fans knew K-Flock as a crash-out specialist who would film his gang endeavors all for social media, this resulted in all his music getting more and more views.
Let me tell y'all what he did, bro. This nigga gonna call me to a mansion party full of ops. Ask KK.
Yo, I was there.
We was in there, but who was there?
That's what I'm saying.
Not in there. Wait a wrong nose.
Now, this would make his rivals upset and jealous. K-Flock would bring them into Instagram lives just to argue with them.
Bro, y'all scariness. I was volleying y'all. You never did nothing to me though. Really never did nothing to me.
That kid he was talking shit to is Ricos, a YG member from the 800 block, literally a 15-minute walk away from K-Flock's hood. Now, just 2 weeks after they had that argument on live, this YG kid Ricos would preview a track called Real Facts, where he was going after K-Flock.
Hey yo, kicking out less with the facts. Anytime that they throw out through backs, he blew you a kid, you ain't smoking on Matt.
While this was going on, the feds were catching these same YG kids on surveillance cameras, carjacking Toyota Camrys, Mercedes Benzes, even robbing someone at gunpoint. A month later, on July 11th, those same YG goons were hunting in DOA territory, K-Flock's neighborhood. They only had to drive 6 minutes before stumbling upon a 13-year-old kid named J-Rip, who looked up to K-Flock with huge admiration. One kid hopped out of a black Honda Accord that had 3 orange racing stripes on its hood. The kid aimed his pistol, unloading into J-Rip, who stumbled into this cafe, Angels, bled out, and died in front of customers. The same cafe, Angels, where K-Flock and Shaike were hanging out on a live stream a few months ago, right across the street from K-Flock's apartment.
Word to the God. Don't slide. Don't try to go like doing some stupid shit.
Word of J-Rip's murder got out quickly that day. The kid Ricos, who was on live with Flock a few months prior, was now on social media mocking J-Rip's death. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found...
Let me ask this, man. I'm just starting to think about certain stuff, man. Let me know, like, has this been normal in New York for years, or is this some, like, new type of wave of violence that New York's never seen? You know what I mean? Like, let me know in the comments, because in my head, I'm, like, thinking, like, damn, man, this the fucking reason why LA rappers have such a hard time blowing up. That's the main reason LA rappers have a really hard time blowing up, and it's because these niggas be killing each other left and right, and it's been like that for years. Dope ass rappers, people who's dope as fuck on the come up. They just starting to get their little rise, get popped. Boom, just starting to get their little rise, get shot. Boom, just trying to get their little rise, get murdered. And it's so regular out here. At this point, it's like the number of rappers I can name, the list is crazy, bro. Y'all might not know about some of them, and y'all might know about a few of them, but it's been like that for years, and that's LA's biggest problem, is that it's too much hood politics in the music. The music is all about the hood politics. So when you do that, it's back and forth. It's this and that. Niggas getting shot, going to court, fighting, this and that and that. Nigga, like it happened with the Baby Stone Gorillas, court fight, niggas getting shot, boom. Niggas running up to the homie from Venice getting shot, boom. They running up at the funeral thing, kicking off the stuff, boom. Now somebody else got to get popped. You know, it's just like Nipsey, Draco, like it's crazy. So for me, seeing it happen in New York like this, it just remind me of home. It just remind me of home, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious, has it always been like this in New York, or is this like just some whole new type of wave of violence that's just different? Let me know in the comments if you know.
Raji's in a private Uber on the phone. Two shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly. And all this happened in Mount Hope, a mile out from J-Rip's murder scene earlier that day. Ra's family learned about his death from a friend who was on the phone with him at the moment he was killed. Revenge does not heal losing loved ones, but Flock's fame was exponentially growing. He got an offer for his very first show, upstate in Poughkeepsie, 2 hours out of New York City, where locals targeted him right away. 5 people were found shot, 1 stabbed, right outside the club Revel 32, as security at the venue scrambled, turning his tour bus into a makeshift ambulance, transporting victims to the hospital. The tour bus got shot up as well, because the people that were doing the shooting thought the K-Flock was inside it.
Most of these victims were occupants of a private bus that had been identified as being in multiple locations here in the city of Poughkeepsie.
Hey, Poughkeepsie like, ain't none of you niggas coming back. No. Y'all want to do a show over here? No. Hell no. Poughkeepsie? Y'all done fucked up. Y'all done fucked up the whole city of Poughkeepsie. Y'all niggas is not coming back ever. These fools look disgusting. Y'all never coming back to Poughkeepsie? None of that drill shit over here, man.
But he managed to escape unharmed. The next day, K-Flock would pop out of Rolling Loud, New York for a surprise performance.
With the surprise performance, the next stars in New York, K-Flock and B-Love.
But he got into a brawl with another Bronx artist as their entourages clashed, thus banning Flock from the festival for life. But all this beefing just boosted his profile. That same night, he would drop the song Being Honest with G Herbo, which now has 25 million views on YouTube. It was like K-Flock was on top of the world, but he was still doing drills. 6 days later, he was in a rental car with his boys, driving to his cousin D-Thang's building, the River Park Towers, spotting an op, shooting them on the Roberto Clemente Bridge. You'd think it would stop there, but no. The next week, undercovers pulled K-Flock over in Yonkers, finding a gun in his sock, which if you know New York laws, carries a 3 to 5 year sentence. The very next day, he was bragging about buying a new gun. You're thinking this might stop, and it
The self-snitching is atrocious, bro. Oh my gosh. Videoing yourself on the way to do crimes, doing crimes, posting on Twitter about getting your replacement for the crime. You over here losing your ability to perform at some of the biggest festivals to go shoot niggas, bro, when you could be getting money, bro. You could be getting money and you choosing to go run around shooting niggas and shit like that, bro. You could be getting money, bro. What happened to niggas just trying to get money? That's always been one. This is what's crazy to me. The reason y'all probably don't have noticed, but LA niggas have always respected New York niggas because niggas used to be, we used to look at New York niggas, bro, and be like, man, them niggas don't even be banging. They just be worried about their money. Like, niggas respect that shit from New York cats. That's why I'm asking these questions, like, because it's always been like this in LA. It's always been, yo, what street you on, what block you on, this and that, what color you wearing, what hat you got on, wop you said this, you said that. You kicking it within, you kicking it over there. You live in the 40s, you live in this, you live over here in the Miss, you live over here. It's always been like that. But niggas in LA have always said, it's as far as until now, have always said, bro, them New York niggas don't even be on that gangbang shit, bro. They just be worried about their money. And we respect that. And now I'm seeing like y'all some gangbang shit. So it's a whole new world, I guess. You know what I mean? So what happened when we used to respect New York niggas for only worried about getting money? We tried to learn that shit over time. We niggas in LA have tried to figure out like, okay, how can we all coexist peacefully? Have our little crews and sets, but we all just get money, bro. No beef unless it's about money. None of that other stupid shit. So, food for thought, man.
Getting close to Christmas, on December 16th, 2021, K-Flock walked past the barber shop in Harlem early in the morning. Had a standoff with this man, pulled a pistol out, and shot him dead. The rapper in the city with the most buzz, caught on surveillance video, wearing designer clothing from head to toe, shooting a rival. And the shoes he's wearing in surveillance video that day are the same unreleased Jordans he was showing off for social media just a few days before. And the craziest part is the guy Flock's booked for killing comes from a set in Harlem that have the same enemies that K-Flock has. Geographically, they have the same rivals. They both beef with YGs and Driller'S. Flock began beefing with this set in Harlem called the OIs because one of their rappers, Baby, was seen at a party smoking on Instagram Live with some YGs.
Yo, this shit, why do this shit got 300 views?
So Flock turned on them, gathered his posse, and made one of the coldest Bronx drill songs yet, called Brotherly Love. Riddled with disses towards this Harlem set, the OIs.
I catch a yeah, funny gon' knock off his hoe. Niggas talking fuck he wanna do. He chill with them op niggas too. Whatever they throw up, I'm dropping it too.
Shy EK, the rapper from Cortland, would side with Baby, so in turn, he would start beefing with Flock, and Flock would start beefing with him. Both of them releasing diss tracks, with Flock saying he was smoking on Shy EK's dead father.
Free Flock. All y'all niggas music's doing bad now. Y'all need him, but free him, cause you know what we gonna do. He gonna be the 5th dead DOA member.
Interestingly, just minutes before Flock pulled the trigger at that barber shop, killing the man, he had logged onto FaceTime to talk directly to his rivals, brandishing his gun. And he was filming at the exact same stoops where Baby, the rapper from Harlem, had filmed a music video 1 year prior called Ready for War. Slowly, one by one, the Bronx was following the Brooklyn scene, with all their rappers getting wiped out by police indictments. 5 months later, the Driller'S would get taken down in a massive Rico case, booking 20 people for murder, conspiracy, racketeering, and gang activity. Not even a month later, D-Thang, along with 22 of his guys from RPT, would get swept up as well. Then if you thought the scene wasn't toxic enough, 6 months later, the young rapper from Harlem, Baby, would commit suicide, which has fans still wondering to this day why that happened. Fast forward to this year, February 2023, and K-Flock, who was already sitting in prison for murder, would be one of 7 DOA members named in a federal indictment spanning from 2017 all the way to 2023. This is the New York drill scene in a nutshell.
Crazy, man. My camera gonna cut off, so I ain't gonna talk about it too much more right now, but man,